All our fit. Welcome back. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Divalent Football Channel. Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Yeah, football from the fans' perspective. We're doing a review. Kaizer Chiefs 0, Cape Town City 0. Very boring game, to be honest. I decided that let me cool down a little bit. Try and think about what positive thing can I come up with out of that game. To be honest, until today, I think 12 hours or 24 hours after the game, I still can't find anything positive out of the game. It's still a traumatizing game, to be honest. Traumatizing game. The game against Cape Town City is very traumatizing. I think the game against TS Galaxy, the loss against TS Galaxy, is much more better of a performance compared to this one against Cape Town City, and I don't know why we still have this guy as a coach. I don't know when is the management of Kaizer Chiefs going to make the decision, and really the decision needs to be taken about this guy. Stuart Baxter is not a coach of Kaizer Chiefs. There's nothing that will come out of this guy. There's literally nothing to say about this game. There was no movement of the ball, no movement of players. Up front, it was just stagnant. In the middle of the park, it was stagnant. There was no movement. At the back, yes, a bit solid at the back. I think Tabane Dube as well, like this game as well, game against Cape Town City, is one of the players that stand out in the Kaizer Chiefs team, especially in defense. He's a guy that looks like, he knows what he's doing in that team. Mato is old, but his defense is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, he panics, he's not good on the ball, and his positioning is a problem. On the other side, Cardoso as well is discouraging when he was playing as the central defender and joining into the midfield, going back into the 5-2-3 or 4-3-2 formation of the first half of the season, and it's not working out. It's not gonna work out. I think it's I don't know, man. It's unlike Kaizer Chiefs. It's not inspiring football. Because Ndiphile back and it's not even in the bench, doesn't make it in the bench. I'm hoping he's not in the bench because he's injured. But Stuart Baxter, when he was asked around in the post-match in the TS Galaxy game, he said he's building a team. It's going to take time, we must not rush, and it's not under pressure and stuff like that. And I ask myself, if the guy is building a team, his backline, Mato is old towards retirement, Cardoso towards retirement, Nang is 31, Parker 36, I forget other players, but a majority of his starting lineup is 30 plus players that have 30 plus years old, and Ramashon Pachel as well, I think it's like 34, 35. I'm asking myself, which team is Stuart Baxter building? Building a team to where? If you have players that are above 32, 33, dominating your starting lineup in the middle of the season. We're playing against Cape Town City. Cape Town City had two debutants in that game, 19-year-old boys. The young boys, Mayo is still young as well. Rhodes is very young. He's playing around 80 minutes, up to I think 75 minutes against Kaizer Chiefs in his first game. And Kaizer Chiefs young players are on the bench. Kaizer Chiefs prospective players that we said, they are the future of the club. They are all on the bench, spending their time on the bench. And this guy says he's building. What is it that is building? I don't know. I really don't know what is building. Ngezana comes in when he was supposed to score goals, to attack. We see Matov being taken out, Ngezana coming in as a defender. So you ask yourself, what is it that we're doing? Bakas comes in as well. I hear people saying we started playing when Bakas came in. To be honest, there was no way. Kaizer Chiefs didn't play football the rest of the game. The whole game was disappointing. And Bakas is also not a solution. the solution lies with the development boys of Kaizer Chiefs that Stuart Baxter doesn't believe in. And Nukovic comes in very slow for Parker as well, and you ask yourself, what are we building? You have Sehot on the bench. Manyama comes in at the age of 32, and you have players like Dumisani Zuma who don't make it to the bench. You have players like Kev Mashiane. You have young players, Ochabalala and Okhadebe. None of them are making it to the bench of Kaizer Chiefs. It is only old players that are there, rigid players. There is no movement of the ball. Kaizer Chiefs plays without direction. It is difficult to analyze Kaizer Chiefs football right now. It is very difficult to analyze Kaizer Chiefs game, especially the one against Cape Town City. Now I ask myself, when is the decision going to be taken concerning Stuart Baxter? Clearly, he's not building anything. He's not building anything. The lineup that started at the beginning of the season is still the very same lineup. Tactical is also wrong. Frostler is playing as a left back. You can see that he is comfortable. His right foot, his strong foot is right. Whenever he has to cross the ball, he must cut in and then waste time, and then the ball is intercepted and stuff like that. Because he's right-footed, he's converted. Why is he converted? So that Kaizer Chiefs can find space for Ramahlom Phahlele. Ramahlom Phahlele is old and can't give Kaizer Chiefs anything, but must find space for Ramahlom Phahlele. We have Mabiliso as a natural left back on the bench. We have Ntianti as a natural left back on the bench of Kaizer Chiefs. None of them are making it to the starting lineup. Instead, we must convert a player so that we can find space for another old guy. You ask yourself, what is it that we're trying to achieve? Really? What is it that Kaizer Chiefs is trying to achieve? And another thing that is concerning is I don't know if I think everyone saw this because it's obvious. Athazwana is sitting down. Dylan Shepard is sitting down. The person who's issuing instructions is Lee Baxter, the son of Stuart Baxter, the coach. And Lee Baxter is a goalkeeper coach in Kaizer Chiefs, not an assistant coach. He does the job of the assistant coach. The assistant coaches, both of them are sitting down. They have their masks on. Basongizandla. It's like they're saying, let's see what these guys are going to do. Let's give them this game. Let them manage it. And you ask yourself, why is Lee Baxter acting as an assistant coach when we have two assistant coaches in Kaizer Chiefs? Why is it a family business of the Baxter family? Why is it the business of the Baxter family, the Kaizer Chiefs bench, Kaizer Chiefs technical team? And we must sit here, we must trust the process, we must think things will be better. I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't see anything getting better with this guy. Him and his son must leave Kaizer Chiefs. Really. And I hear that there's people who are busy pushing a petition. They want to see Baxter out with his son. I hope it succeeds. I have no faith in it. I don't think they'll listen to any petition. I don't think Bobby will listen to a petition. But I hope it succeeds. But I hope it sends the message to management that we're not comfortable with this coach. I don't want this coach. I don't want this coach in Kaizer Chiefs. Now, officially from now, I'm Baxter out. Even if we can win games, even if we can finish in number 2, even if we can find ourselves on top of Mamelodi Sundowns, I don't want this coach at Kaizer Chiefs. He's not a coach to build Kaizer Chiefs. He's destroying it. He's destroying all the youngsters in Kaizer Chiefs. He's destroying the development of Kaizer Chiefs when other teams that are not doing well are trusting in their development, are bringing in development players, and they are increasing their value, their experience, and they're making them better players. Instead, on Kaizer Chiefs, Baxter found all the development boys. Baxter found them here. He has brought them, all of them here, since Baxter's arrival. For me, here's my verdict. Even if we finish top 8, Gavin Hunt is better than this guy. Gavin Hunt was better than this guy. Gavin Hunt assisted us in terms of development. He was, out of anything that was bad about Gavin Hunt, development at least was good. Development was covered. We saw Macheke, Lesako, Ngobo, Bloom, Happy, I think about 6, 7, 8 players that were playing last season or participating were development guys from the academy of Kaizer Chiefs. If not development, it's young players. With this one, there is nothing like that. We see old players in Kaizer Chiefs playing game in, game out, producing no results. We see Lee Baxter issuing instructions as an assistant coach. We see Stuart Baxter shouting at players, barking at players, with nothing changing. To be honest, it's very sad. It is very sad. I just want this coach out. Otherwise, let me hear from you. What are your reactions of the game? What are your thoughts about the game? From me, Tibaleni Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective, there is no love. There's literally no peace.